I can't speak properly. Subscribed yesterday. If you don't have a profile picture, though, unfortunately, I have to put the default profile picture in. So if you guys have subscribed to the channel and you want your profile picture up at the top there, make sure to DM me with a picture of your choosing. Now that that's out of the way, here we go. Let's check out the map, see what the Axis are doing to roll out here. You can see transport trucks in the middle, at the bottom, recon at the bottom. That's traditional. Transport truck at the top, and then a medium tank. We got Peasy, Chill Music, and Raven today. No burner bars. He was playing yesterday, not going to be playing today. You can see though at the bottom here, already Core Squad deploying HTD Smoker getting out. This is what you need to do on this map though. Especially this layer chapel, you need to control the south side. If you control the south side, you control the point. The south side is the most effective means at attacking and keeping the point here on chapel. There's just so many buildings and to provide cover and whatnot from that it's very, very easy to keep the point. Let's get in on the action here. Werner Voss getting in the mix with Zim, Lenny, and a Love Kiss. Werner Voss not lasting too long there. He's going to get taken out by a big bang stick. Lots of bodies dropping here. No cap progress for either team yet. Axes are dropping like flies though. Their push not working out too well. Core respawns coming in. Good job by Zim getting that OP up for Core here. And you can see it's just a field of bodies now, essentially being used as fertilizer for growing crops. Allies have firm control of the south. Let's rotate and see the north side of point here. Axis not faring too much better. A little better than the south though. You can see Kolstad pushing the point. Warpig also. Baitor, Flaxion, 82nd AD, and BST2 from Spain working together to push in here, but just not having enough bodies inside cap. And if we go back a little bit here, I'm sure we'll see there it is, a Stewart putting a lot of pressure on. This is what I kind of leaning towards what we were saying earlier about the north side not being as strong as the south. There's a very small window where you can actually get to point from the north, and there's just open fields where you get shot fairly easily. That being said though, Flaxion, Bader, and Warpig making decent progress to point, just not getting close enough to challenge. You can see supplies coming down for an optimistic garrison, has to be said. Frogger's going to be rotating for that, but I think the first point here is going to go easily towards the Allies. Good deployment on the south. They won the first battles that counted, and that's all that matters for taking the first point. 3-2 going to be going towards the Allies here on Utah Beach. At least we're following history. You know, historical sense, the Allies did win that battle, so we haven't departed from that yet, but there's plenty of time left in this one for an alternate history to be written here. I'm sure the Allies are hoping that the Axis are hoping that it does happen. There's the 3-2 off the bat. Little firefights sporadically breaking out. Now here, what these squads need to do is rotate a little bit. You know, pushing straight in, not really going to work against this core squad. But if a rotation can be had here, you see 2FJG in with Beardle also. You know, rotations into this south side would be very powerful. Getting Gary up right where kind of Offenman is, very, very strong. You can already see that kind of happening with FSG, Schultz, possibly even Mike too. However, we got a sneaky little sharpshooter here. He's got a really nice position to take out a lot of bodies. Riddick's on top of the building. Has a beautiful view. It's too bad he doesn't have a spotter with him, with binos. Just an absolute beautiful view. Gonna be able to stop essentially any flanking maneuvers. We'll see if he sees where Coco is though. Don't think he sees Coco. Coco! Oh, see somebody else. One shot, miss, looks like. Oh no, it was a kill. You can see the engineer there. Yeah, already you see the rotation to the south here. Schultz, FSG. A little optimistic with this supplies. Yeah, and the bodies are just getting dropped here for the Axis team. No smoke or any kind of concealing apparatus to stop the Axis from getting shot in the open. Those supplies way too optimistic there. Callie John's gonna have an easy time taking those out. Let's rotate back a little bit here because there is a Panzer IV that's very much in the mix on this one. Chill Music Peasy coming right in on this one. There's a Greyhound you can see on the left side of your screen if we zoom in right there with Charlton, IU, and I ready. That's actually, no, that's not a Greyhound. That's going to be the Steward from earlier. PC Chill Music, though, putting their foot down here. Raven out repairing right now because they did take a rocket hit. Also going to be a Lux. You can hear him firing in the background. Tank markers have gone out here from the Axis team to the south. Let's see if we can find out what that threat is. Where it is. No, nothing on the screen for now, but you can see retreating, respecting that tank marker. Panzer IV, very, very vulnerable. It has to be said, very weak tank. Probably one of the, definitely the weakest medium tank in the game right now, I think. Oh, speaking of, there it is. It's Core, Gold Dragon, Rotmeyer, and Jetty. Now this Panzer IV has a really nice hull down position. However, it's taking a beating right now through the bushes. Oh, just bipping and bopping all the way back here. Two threats simultaneously for this Panzer IV to deal with. Raven's gonna hop out. He gets killed by a grenade. And I don't think they can even see where this Sherman's hitting them from. Taking a lot of hits there. Second shot into the hull. And down goes the Panzer IV. Wow, what a position here to shoot. How does this tank see through all those shots going into the hull? Hades just having like the slightest of peaks. That's what it's come down to in the end, the slightest of peaks through the hedgerow. What a nice spot there, position for the Sherman tank to have. And even though the Panzer IV got super hull down, its hull's so weak that it cannot afford to get shot once or twice in the hull. It goes down easily. Kind of wind out of the sails there from the Axis side. Not having that Panzer IV is going to be a big issue. As they also lose... Oh no, did they lose another tank there? Yes, they did. The BST-2 Tiger going down in the field to AT. Werner Voss and Bacon teaming up for that one. And that is a huge blow here to the Axis side. No tanks left up, except I believe the Lux. And the Lux is actually going to go ham. Beaker and Sengir, you guys are crazy. Lux is going ham. We have last week's Greyhound Night. We have confirmed video evidence of a Greyhound hitting the feet of an infantry and not killing them. How absolutely unacceptable and ridiculous is that? Speaking about unacceptable and ridiculous, Bacon just missed a rocket from the back, point blank. Yikes. Didn't miss the second one though. Greyhound also getting shots onto the Lux. Beaker tries to hop out. He goes down. Unfortunately, this Lux is on borrowed time here, getting shot from both sides from the Greyhound. Sorry, I keep calling the Steward the Greyhound. From the Steward and from AT. Finally, Steward takes him out. And an utter domination of armor on the side of the Allies is leaving the Axis infantry with little to no support from their armor. Tiger going down. I mean, the Tiger shouldn't have gone down to only infantry. I think that is a misplay there. The Panzer IV went down to tanks. Okay, it's a tank fight. No, maybe shouldn't have been in that position. They were hull down though. But, and then the Lux going down to the Steward at the end. This is going to be a real problem here for the Axis team with no armor support. Bombing run coming in from the Axis though, trying to capitalize and maybe do something here. I can see the Steward also probably going down in the background there. We saw that explosion. Good play here, you know, smart play from this core tank to flank around and try to suppress this infantry push though. Now that they know there's no chance for armor for the Axis, at least for the time being, there's no reason why they can't just yeet in there and try to shut down this attack. Going to be up to AT, infantry AT, to deal with this armor threat right now. Top to Polak, not going to get the chance for the shot. We'll see if Saft can get a satchel in a little bit here. Uh-oh. Driver. Driver, there you go. Low gear makes it work. It's a tank after all. Now this 75 is just going to be rolling around and hammering the bushes. However, Have to walk for safety. Is he going for a satchel or just mines? Just appears in mines for now. Okay, that's not a huge threat for the tank. Just has to remember that in the back of his head. Do like what this Sherman's doing though, just trying to break up the attack, you know, not let momentum get in. Actually, while this is happening, hold the phone, boys and girls, because we have cap progress here on the back side of Sunken Bridge. There's nobody here. Hello? Is there even a garrison on Sunken Bridge? Yes, there is. Finally, respawn wave comes in. BST2. Oh, if Kale was only a little faster getting to the point, imagine if he just took down the Gary. That would have been bad. That would have been real bad here for the Axis team. Let's go on board with Kale. My man. You're wondering where his logo is on Discord. You can see it in the rotation in the scoreboard here. Thanks for the prime sub, buddy. It's from Ring of Elysium. Kale's just dropping bodies right now. That's 2. Gonna go for Gluminola for the 3rd kill. Oh my, 3 shots, 3 kills. Madness, can he do it? 4? Madness is like, yeah, I'm not peeking this. Screw that. I'm not gonna be on the highlights. Kale with the sniper class. I mean, sniper is like using hacks in this game. Let's be honest. You got that zoom. It's not the easiest thing to do. You have to be on point with your shots. So definitely props for hitting the shots, but oh, mid-air shot on Donata. Donata setting that one up with a pirouette into the air. Kale's got a bunch of kills now. Let's see what else he can do with this. Can he get that Gary though? Respawn's coming in. Bombing run coming in. Hello. Kale potatoes that shot. I think he might have potatoed it. Yeah. There we go. 3rd time's a charm. Bombing run kills everything, and I think the bombing run might have wiped out the Gary too. I want to take a little quick check to see if it did. Right now, no. Gary's still up. Unlucky by that bombing run there. Kale's pushing into point though. The closer he gets to point, the weaker that his kit becomes though. However, with that scope, Madness does not spot Kale, but Kale spots Madness. Now, here's the important timing. Can Kale get on the Gary before respawns? I don't think so. And what do you do in this situation? Well, you have a friend there, Oni-chan, right on the Gary. Are they going to wait for a spawn? No, it's surely overrun now. Kale's like, I earned this one. Let me take it. Gonna take out the Gary here, and just like that, the allies are in a huge position here to take the midpoint. However, cap race is being won right now by the Axis on the other side of this coin. There's no... Where did the defenders go? Well, there they are. They're on the south side. So at least the defenders on the south side. I'd love to see a big respawn right now. You know, reinforce, big respawn. No bombing runs for either team. But at least the allies have the south side here. Maybe a little more smoke. Maybe some artillery here from the allies to hold this. But as it goes, the Axis are looking like they're going to take this. Yeah, you can see here on the north side why. Why are the allies so far away on the north side? They need to collapse a lot sooner if they want to hold this point. And I don't think Hutch alone is going to be able to do it. He's not. It's 98. It's so close. It's so close. Vibes, get in there. Love Kiss, get in there. Timmy. No, it falls to the Axis. Wow. Kind of shocking, honestly. That is absolutely shocking from my perspective here. You can see how the allies have this sandwich. They're just not able to collapse. Not enough bodies being put onto the defense here. And just like that, the allies lose the midpoint. It goes back 3-2 to the Axis. Kind of shocking, honestly. Kale seemingly had that attack by himself. I don't think any more bodies were needed to commit to the attack there for the allies. Stingy on the defense, and they get taught a valuable lesson about numbers on point. Somebody with a rocket is just shooting from downtown. It's Smoker. Smoker's like yeeting those rockets in from a million miles away. Immediately seeing that cap swing back towards the allies here. But with so little people on point, like finally the allies on the north side come into play. So they weren't in good position originally, but now they are. See how they're just stopping all reinforcements coming? This is what they should have been doing 5 minutes ago. right? They're doing it now though, and that's the important thing. This is why the north is just hard to play out of, because there's so much open space. If you take, you know, if you take that house, look how hard it is. It's taking like 10 guys to kill one guy. Now you have Werner Voss in the way in Zim, and as soon as the Axis push south from that position, they're gonna get shot by Werner Voss, they're gonna get shot by Zim, Alex, and it's gonna be almost impossible to take back this point. With that being said, everything they had on the south was taken out when they lost the point, so that needs to be replenished right now. You can see, what is this, a supplies coming down on the north. Don't know if I love those supply drops. I'd love to see that reinforced on the south with the supplies and garrisons coming down, but I think as soon as this flips, we might see a mass redeploy here from the Axis. Or are they going to commit all their bodies to it? Man, it's a very interesting game of Hell Let Loose, at least. Werner Voss, let's go on board with him. He's going to be set up for a bunch of kills here if he plays his cards right. A bunch of kills. Like, everybody and their mother from the Axis team is steaming down from the north side here. There's his first. He's got the Tommy gun. Close range is an asset here for the Tommy gun. Gonna have to watch out for Bearder on the backside, though. Oh, just misses Flaxy in there. Now what does he do? Does he double back and risk getting shot in the back? Does he camp here and wait for more bodies to push by? I think that's what he's going to choose to do. Camp. Goes on top of the bush. Uh-oh, that's not a great decision here. Froggers. Gotta watch out. He's going to reveal his position if he shoots here. Going to get Froggers there. Jose is oblivious. Werner Voss gets 2 kills. Okay. A portal drops on the other side of the street too, so not a bad play overall by Werner Voss here. Kind of shocking that Jose didn't hear the reporting from his Thompson. Werner Voss dropping bodies though, like it's nothing. And just like that though, the attack from the north is getting stemmed here. Now what's important is the south. Look at this. The Axis have control of the south. Oh, I think this is a poor decision from the Allies here to rotate onto the north side. If they reinforced the south, they could have confronted this Axis rotation. However, the Axis rotation on the south is going to allow them to take control of the point right here. I mean, I love stopping the bodies on the north from getting back to point. I don't love rotating and having that be your attacking focal point. Because what's that's done is given the Axis the south, they're going to get garrisons up on the south here and just use that to dominate the midpoint. And you can see cap progress already dropping from the Allies, and the Axis have complete control of the south point here. Kind of a bait and switch, if you will. Now that has ended for the Allies here, Allies need a huge reset. I know AA batteries on the north side, so it's kind of counterintuitive to have your forces attack from the north side. However, if you just rely on your defenders to defend this open field here, you can attack from the south too. I don't think it's necessary to have your line be in the middle of both points, especially when there's so much width and range, and you can use the hedgerows and the concealment and the cover of AA battery, the town in front of us right there, and also the wire kind of to control the flow of the battle. There's no need to have, you know, a bunch of garrison infantry in between the 2 points necessarily. You know, tanks, MGs, sharpshooters can cover large swaths of this open expanse between the 2 points. It's not necessary to have a bunch of garrison troops. And honestly, we can see what's happening right now. They're just getting gunned down in the open. Like, these outposts are just essentially farming kills for the Axis players. You can see Oskreutz from STDB getting a bunch of kills here. He's farming his kill score right now. Ooh, loses his head to Vibes. Third division, Vibes not taking no for an answer though, but I mean, they're not going to get anywhere respawning on this OP. They're just going to get shot in the open. There's so many shooters looking their way. I do like this little flank here from Werner Voss and Zim. Also, you know, we got to watch out though, because Kilroy, Cheriska, they have a nice defensive screen here from the Panzer IV, able to kill, I believe, Zim. Not Werner Voss yet. Uh-oh. Yes, horsepower. German horsepower, let's go. Can you do it? No. It's gonna need a tow. Hi, this is Panzer IV, Tank 413. I need a tow out of the ditch, please. Werner Voss, though. Ooh, does he get this tank? Chat, what do you think? Can he get it? Sneaky, 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 Bernard Ross. Now there are 3 players in this tank, so there should be a commander that can spot this out. Uh-oh, here it comes. Satchel coming down on the side from Werner Voss. Not enough time to get that satchel. Zim, not able to protect Werner Voss. Scipio gets the kill on the backside, and now Zim just doesn't have a... he doesn't have somebody with the satchel, oh no. Supplies coming down from the Axis on the north side. Not too sure, kind of optimistic supplies there. You can see allies have a huge flank going on this north side. They're trying to go a little wider with their flank too and maybe dominate Sunken Bridge. Close, Gary gonna be coming in. Also, that Panzer IV goes down. Just 2-3 ATs, no match for the tank. All right, so what are the next steps here for the Allies? Well, they've dominated the north side. Axis have a lot of players attacking, not a lot on defense. Double, triple the numbers attacking. I think Allies have realized they don't need to defend this open space here. There's so many open fields. It's fairly easy to use machine gunners, use tanks and armor on the backside to get what you want. I mean, they don't even actually have that, to be honest. Greyhound going to be coming in. And we're seeing some cap progress already from the Allies. Where is the Axis team? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Well, they're not here because the Allies on the south side are pulling a doozy off and have taken the sandwich here. So Allies end up taking the south side here, and be pushing from both sides, take out the Axis garrison on the mid, and just like that, the cap is started. 40% here on the chapel. And what a weird game of hell that leaves. I think, is the Axis falling back? Yeah, they're already, this is a foregone conclusion. They're already setting up their defensive line for the next point. The south side of point, though, is the key to winning this one. As the Allies are about to take it now. Ooh. Rotmeyer, Gold Dragon have to watch out. Beardo's behind them. And if the commander isn't watching backwards, he's going to have a serious problem in the form of a satchel on the back of his tank very soon. I think with the pace that he's trying to run away here, you might know about this threat. Or maybe not. You know, if you're commander, it's a gutsy call to jump out of your tank and try to put a satchel down. Very, very gutsy call. You could get shot and leave your tank without a commander, so without a third person. There's no real need if you can run away. Beardle, though, just kind of chasing down the tank here is going to get an OP and drop the kill too. Sir Beardle looking for that kill on the tank. He gets dropped, does get the OP on the south side. It's not going to matter, though. Allies do take back the point with a nice rotation, taking out the garrison on the backside of the Axis. And kind of south control is the big theme here. You know, the control shifted from Axis to Allies. The Allies take the point. It shifts from Allies to Axis. Axis take the point. I think more people will try to garrison and defend that south side. That's not what happened, though. And it goes back 3-2 towards the Allies, matching the start of the game. All right, what now for the Allies? Defensive line for the Axis getting set up. You can see them in the middle of the field here. If I was the Allies, I'd bypass it. I'd try to find a way to bypass it. Get a trans truck up onto the side of the map. Get as far across the map as I can on the outside. Bypass all the stuff from the Axis team and just get a Gary up behind point. No reason to play games here. Anybody on the backside right now should be respawned. Or collapsing on this attack here from the Axis. Get a firm hold on the south of point with your garrison. Have a squad defending the south, have a squad defending point, and then put everyone else on the attack. And just keep your spawns up for respawns. Very wide defensive line, like way off point right here. Not a bad idea, honestly. There's lots of concealment and cover to be able to hold the allies in. But if the allies get spawns behind, you're gonna have to respawn and answer. Panzer Lux here in the middle of the field, duking it out with some infantry. Not a huge threat. Those allies are. They're pretty far away. I wonder. So, oh, there's an allied tank. And maybe that's the Greyhound we saw a little earlier getting spotted out. It is on the backside here of the beaches. Doing some defensive work. I'd love to see him load up, though. He's very far back. Playing defense on the wrong point. Axis already making cap progress back, and you can see the south rotations come into play again. Not even south this time. East. Yeah, they're coming in from the east. I wonder what that is. Is that an airhead or what? Don't see. Maybe we'll see when the respawns come in. Oh, supply truck gets halted. About 40% cap progress, and it's just kind of confusing why there's so many allies still on AA battery, like 5 minutes after cap. Bombing run coming in for 2 people on point here from the Axis. Gonna kill nobody. Yeah. So Vibes pushing a little far off point there, getting some pressure. There just needs to be more. The Axis on the north side need to fall back. You don't need a full squad up there. Just a couple guys will do, especially since they've lost their strong point. Now, it's tough, man. There just isn't enough players. Everyone's back. I guess there's no spawns here for the allies. It must be the case because there's just absolutely nobody on point. Hold on. Which one of those was the allies bombing run? Which one of those was the Axis? I think the first one was the Axis. Okay, that's probably the most confusing 2 bombing runs I've seen in a long time in Hell Let Loose competitive play. The first one went right through point, but that was the Axis one. That one was the allies one. Neither one hits anybody. Allies desperately trying to redeploy, but it's way too late for this. They're going to lose this point. It's going to go back 3-2. Going to lose all their spawns inside the sector here. And just a really odd back and forth game at Hell Let Loose. It has to be said. Defending is just non-existent for either team right now. Hopefully some defensive garrisons can get set up. Hopefully the Axis here can get more bodies spawned in. You can see Garrison down there in the open finally respawns. I'd commit everyone to defense right now. Forget attacking for the next 10 minutes. Leave it up to Recon. Have Recon go and find the Garys and do a timing attack with like an airhead or something. Because the amount of times each team has lost this midpoint is just mind-boggling to me. No defense is really getting set up. I think it's important for the Axis to get control of the south here very, very soon. You can see they're doing that. They're making rotations. They have a Tiger. If they can control the south, then they can maybe push off and get the north, and then maybe prioritize the south and do like a timing attack with an airhead or a garrison setup from Recon. We'll see if they do that or not. You can see there is a tank also, so we might see a tank battle. Here's this 76. Yes, it is. 76 first Tiger. Tank battle brewing here. You can see on the top of your screen the Tiger is pulling up. Jetty's going to be repairing. They're also, what is this? That's going to be an AT gun. Okay. Iron and Lebian with the AT gun out. Killer Kind's like, oh shit, there's a tank. No driver to use that hull mounted machine gun though. Lucky there for Killer Kind. Now, what can he do? Killer Kind, sorry. Does he have AT rockets or satchel? Let's get a little closer and find out. He's the rockets. Panzerschreck coming out. First shot going in. Gonna have to fight Gold Dragon there. Gets taken out. One shot in. Tiger's pushing though. He smells blood. Now, no visible damage from that shot. And the Sherman might be boxed in here. Can he get over the hump? I think he might be. Hopefully he doesn't throw him into that trench though. No, Sherman is good. Tiger smells blood though. He's hunting that tiger blood. Let's get lower. Oh my god, the Tiger's like bouncing everywhere. Let's get a little lower for this tank fight. See if we can see when that Tiger gets in on this. There we go. Peak coming in. First shot should go towards the 76. It does. Tiger needs to retreat. He can't push into this. He misses his first shot. Oh no, for Beaker and Sengir, they get 2 shot there from the 76. You can't fight into that after losing your first shot. The first round is so important, especially for the Axis tanks, because they are so much weaker compared to their allied compatriots. Slower firing speeds, weaker armor from the front. And that's going to happen 9 times out of 10 if you lose the first shot there as the Tiger. Tiger goes down. 76 stays alive for the time being here. Axis still controlling the point. However, there are rotations coming to the south here. Black Shooter is the kind of the hope for this allied team. Now, can he get into a position where he can put a garrison down? That's going to be very important. We're rotating on to the next point for the allies. You can see they have a defense already set up. Light defense on the western side, focusing more on the south here. You got Smoker, Relentless vibes, and Rice, who just dropped. Yeah, controlling this little hamlet here is a good idea. Affords lots of cover, allows you to put garrisons and outposts down. Definitely going to be a strategic goal here for the Axis to try and capture. Much harder for the Axis to push from the west because of all this barbed wire. It works both ways, right? Now, if the Axis pull up a half track, they could potentially bypass this. You know, drive right through it. You're going to have to contend with Love Kiss here. Doing a nice little number. Defending really wide. I believe he just killed a squad lead too. Allowing Narhog and the other defenders to push out. Little lull in the action now with so much back and forth. You can see Axis getting set up, trying to get garrisons up. Also, Allies doing the same thing. I don't know if this 501 squad is going to be too successful. I think Portal AJ and Baitor will be able to kind of hem them into this spot. I mean, they're right beside a garrison too for the Axis, which is kind of odd to see. I believe Portal AJ just set that one up. One satchel here from Baitor will kill everyone in this house though. Does he have the satchel? Does he place it? No, he doesn't need to. He's going to go in guns blazing and clear them out. Outpost for 501 ES on the left side of your screen. Going to get intercepted. Garrison respawns coming in. Belos, Scipio, and Warpig. Dealing with that. Now let's see if Belos pushes off and finds out where this OP is. That'll be a big kill on the OP here for the Axis if they can find it out. Rotating back to the mid cap here, the chapel. Allies still trying to push for the south control. However, they're greatly outmanned here by the Axis. Axis Gary's on the bottom right of your screen. Timmy and Offenman though, persisting. No, Beaker, you can't join my unit. Go away. Oh, Timmy gonna drop though. Matty Sam's camping. Oh, Beaker, sorry, Offenman with the snipe on the Gary. The play's coming out. Offenman, nice job, buddy. That was a sick snipe onto that Gary. What a play. What a solo play for the V1. His buddy drops. He drops. Doesn't matter. Hashtag worth on that play. Now, it's going to be up to Black Shooter here and Rice to get into this point and start getting some position. Maybe rotating that OP. It's going to need to be rotated here because you're just going to get shot in the open of the field. You can see that, well, actually, Kolstad drops. Important kill onto Kolstad there by Relentless. But still, Black Shooter needs to get into close proximity of point and get an OP up that's a little closer that can challenge with respawns onto the point. Has to watch out for that Panzer IV though. 1 HE round into the trench and he's dead. Nice play by Offenman there though. Got to be said. Props to you. With the AT, it's so powerful. You know, people might think of it as just an anti-tank weapon. It is one of the most powerful classes in the game because it can do things like that, where you cannot place a satchel or physically take out spawns. It can reach in and take them out. It can also be used for anti-infantry fairly effectively. However, unfortunately for Offenman there, he misses. Tank fight coming up though. Core, are they going to one-pop this Panzer IV? Possibly. Panzer IV could be taken out here. Say hello to my little friend. I think the smoke is actually obfuscating the Panzer IV. All right, not anymore. Sherman sees him. Ricochet from the P4, one shot from the 76. Oh. I feel for the Panzer IV. I feel for him really badly. It just kind of sucks. You can get one shot to your hull. You have to always be super hull down. It's not even a close fight. And a shot into the same spot on the 76 will ricochet 9 times out of 10. There's literally nothing you can do in that situation. Maybe the P4 falls back is really the only shot. No smoke to kind of conceal. Like maybe if you get the commander to jump out and toss the smoke, that's the chance you have. But apart from that, you're kind of screwed. Attack for the Axis not going too swimmingly either. Decent defensive lineup here for the Allies. Not gonna let anybody get into point. You know, not with this, definitely not. Gonna need an airhead or a quick rotation with tanks. And the way this tank battle is going right now, it's going firmly hands the Allies. Allies also take back the south of point. You know, when you take back the south of point, you win the point. So expect this point to go towards the Allies very soon, unless the bombing run trains all the way from the south towards the point from the Axis and they rotate for this. This is going to go back 3-2 towards the Allies. Not respecting the strats here. Allies on defense, or sorry, Axis on defense. I mean, credit where credit's due. Often man with a really nice snipe. It was a 4v1 though, or a 4v2, I guess you could say. He shouldn't have been in a position to be able to take that out after the first infantry was spotted and taken out there. So, I mean, for now, the respawns come in. Very static respawns. One bombing run, and this is the Allies' point here. It's going to be up to Mike, Beardle, Fexian to kind of root out this attack from the south and deal with their spawns. Are they up for the challenge? We will see soon. Also, not a lot of attackers, you know, put on this mission. Only one squad so far. Now, it's got to be said, Beardle, Fexian, Mike doing a very good job to get close to the line here. It's going to be up to these guys. Killer Kind also from the backside. Not too sure what this attack was. With vibes in there, I'd expect there to be a Gary already to go from the Allies and a mass redeploy to attack. Kind of a half-hearted attack here from the Allies. Not going to be too successful. You can see already getting shots in. Mike just waltzing in. Bombing run comes a little late here. The Allies are already losing their position on the backside south here. Very important kill there from Rice. Able to kill Mike. That means no OP is going to be going down anytime soon here. And hopefully Dart can get in and get his own OP up and continue this attack. Well, Dart's going to have to now as Rice drops. You can see cap progress also going in there. Finally, well, those aren't supplies for the right team. That's going to be Axis supplies dropping. Closest squad leader, Mike. Ooh, really big play here. Can Dart get up? Yes. Oh, no, he kills Mike. Okay, so no Gary for now. He does drop important kills, though, on both sides there. So the supplies stay up. Let's see if Hutch or Estericus can get those supplies. Because that would be a big boon here for the Axis team if they could keep those up and make a Gary on the south. Something's hammering us right now. What is that? That's going to be a Panzer II. Ooh, Airhead coming down. Wow. Airhead play off this. Very surprising here. What is this going to be? An Allied Airhead? Yes. Okay. Interesting positioning for this Airhead here. Looking to open up a second front on this attack. Right into the bush. Almost close enough. Who from the Axis saw this? Nobody. Maybe Portal AJ. Possibly. No. Okay, so bait on the south and attack from the back. Now, this is a very risky strategy because there's only one canal that offers any cover for this avenue of attack. It's literally a single canal. So if there's a machine gunner on the end of that canal, that is going to be like a wet dream right now. Expect a Gary to go up very soon too. There's already supplies there. Oh, actually, those were Axis supplies. Honestly, kind of interesting position for this airhead. You know, as the Axis sweep up the south side and just completely overrun. Allies opting for a westernly attack onto point, and also a push across the fields from the north. But like we said, I mean, one machine gunner here. Let's see if Biggest Dickus can spot this out. Because if he can, he's going to get so many friggin' kills. So many kills. Oh, come on now. To the north, to the north. Like that, the hand of God just like, look north. All right, well, Offenman's in view right now. Biggest Dick is not looking the right way. Oh, no. Finally looks north. There we go. Bipads up. iPads. Bipods. Start shooting to the left, to the left. I guess there isn't really also a lot of bodies. There we go. First head rolls. And allies are about to have a real problem pushing this point. Anything that moves over there is going to be instantly dropped by this MG42. Second kill onto Cali John. There we go. Easy peasy here for Biggest Dickus. Biggest Dickus. I don't know if you're a Monty Python fan or not, but just Google that or search that up on YouTube. It's a pretty funny clip from one of the Monty Python movies. Chapel defense going swimmingly here for the Axis team. I mean, they did what they needed to. They took the south of the point. Allies kind of getting bogged down to the north. You can see inside the wire there. What else is happening? Where else is an attack coming from the Axis? Really nothing going on the Axis. They pulled everyone back for that defense. Or I guess that offense, it could be said, because since they were having to reclaim the point. You can see how easy it is. There's just one tank up here on the north side, effectively able to stop anything from happening. You can see from all the way to the southwest, all the way to the northwest here. Nobody from the Axis is going to get by here unless they use a tank in kind or maybe an AT gun. You can see Gionis trying to do the AT gun route. Going to be hard though. Going to be very hard. Okay, what do we have here? So allies still trying that kind of backside push with the airhead, not working out too well. I think Vibes is going to be the big play here. Kale's in a pretty decent spot, actually, it has to be said too. Dark getting a good position off of the airhead there. Gonna be rotating in, trying to get around to the backside. There is a Tiger tank though. Oh, Mabitse, no! Mabitse going down on the backside. Womp, womp, womp. Getting killed by a imaginary mechanized vehicle. I'm assuming it might have been the Tiger. No, it's too far away. If I'm Bacon here, I hold my fire. I let this Tiger go by. Or maybe not. All right, first kill comes out. Why not? Go for it. Very, very far off the point here. But it looks like they've already started dropping bodies, so why not? First rocket goes into the Tiger. Tiger's going to try to rotate. Not before Bacon get a second rocket in. Can he? No. Oh, he's just out of render of Vexy in there. Okay, good play. Watch out. Watch the MG gunner there. Don't want to kill your own guy. I think they killed their own guy. Yep. Was it the Tiger tank that got him? Or was it Dingus Khan? I'm not too sure. Regardless, Vibe's going to be trying to make this Tiger super paranoid. Pretending to be a satchel boy. Beaker and Sengir suddenly thrust into a very dangerous position. Now, Ares does get the respawn on the north side. I believe it's just an outpost. Decent respawn there. Second rocket goes in. Bacon dropping that rocket before he goes down. Good job by him. Now, allies are capping back the point because they're also pushing on the north side. Wow, the north side push is actually working. Well, maybe that's because there's literally nobody defending the point. What is going on? I didn't see a Gary on the south. Excuse me. Again, combo north-south push works simply because there's really nobody here from the Axis spawning. All their spawns are gone. Allies literally walk in the front door here with a few kills and take the point. Kind of shocking defense again. It's so far back. Look at kind of where these outposts are spawning in. Look at where the Axis are spawning. They're just not able to get those Garys and keep them up on point. Kind of very shocking defense here for a hella loose game. Back and forth though. You love to see it. It's going to definitely be 3-2 again for the Allies. There's no chance for the Axis doing this apart from the best bombing run I've ever seen, and like a tank yeeting into point and killing everybody. The only tank on point right now though is the, well, was the Tiger. Bacon dealing with that though, taking it out. No longer alive. Cap progress increases now. It's going to be 3-2 back for the Allies, just as it was before. All right, can anybody push for the fourth point here? Was there any forethought going into this? Let's see. Yes, there was, because immediate cap progress starting here for the Allies. Who is it? Is it just Narhog? It is just Narhog. Okay, where is the Gary? Defensive Gary is going to be in the same spot. There it is. So immediately stop that cap progress with 3-man respawn. Just Narhog not foreseeing that cat, not able to get onto point here. He's a little stuck between both points. Cap progress drops down. I'd love to see the next time this happens, because I believe it's going to happen. Allies are probably going to lose the midpoint again. Is some foresight with a squad lead and a half track to just rip up the side of the map and park the half track here. Even now, even before, if they don't even have the point, just rip up the side of the map with a half track and literally park it. Because it's not going to blow up like, like a Gary would if you lose the point, right? You park it like right, I don't know, back here. Right in this little corner here. Now there's bodies here, but once the Axis take back the midpoint, there's going to be nobody here. You have a half track already set up there, and I'm surprised more teams aren't doing this. It would be so strong. Regardless though, you can see defensive line being set up. Joker and John V going to be having a hard time. 76 moves up 2 with that cap. Going to be looking to stop the Axis from getting into good defensive positions here. Let's go on board with Joker here, see what he's got. Going to be making his way downtown. Tossing smoke. Getting OPs up for squad. Yeah. So smoke goes out. Think. Let's get an OP up right here. It's gonna be very hard to push there. I'd be calling that tank in to provide support and possibly push behind him. Decent defensive line set up for the Axis team. You can see they've pushed out to some of the hedgerows here. Wonder if Dart or somebody can get him behind. Is there going to be a airhead maybe? Airhead play? I would love that. Ooh, what is this? This is Narhog getting in behind the point. All right. I'm feeling this. Narhog, let's see what you got, buddy. What's your master plan here? You're going to crouch in a bush? I am one with the bush. The bush is one with me. Just scouting it out right now, trying to find out exactly where the threats are coming from. Where are the threats right now? What can I do to account for them? Where can I put my OPs? Can we get an airhead in? All the important questions here. Right now, his job is to find out where the Garys are and take them out, though. Big job, that is. He has the ability, you know, if supplies are dropped, to put up a garrison. That's always the chance. That's always the ability. He's working with Kale in tandem here on the backside of point. Let's see. So we got one Gary, ooh, behind us to the right. One on point and one off. Kale getting dropped there by Ares fairly easily. No really Garys for Narhog to deal with in front of him right here. The next Gary is off to the right over here. I can't even suss it out. Where's it at? It's right below us. Oh, there it is. So yeah, that's the closest Gary. Good play from Narhog. Hopefully he doubles back and gets it. That would be very valuable. Is that an airhead going down? It is. What? Not a huge fan of that airhead. Can Kale take out Made of Pixels? No, Kale's not even watching. Yeah, free airhead there for Made of Pixels. Don't love that play. If you have recon squads there, why not drop it somewhere that's behind cover towards point and then utilize your recon squads to protect it? Narhog and Kale are right there. There's no reason that can't be accomplished. You know, you just need to get on with your recon squad. Say, hey, Narhog, I'm dropping it here. Make sure you have Kale alive and protecting it, you know, in X amount of time. Easy done. Like right there, that would be a successful airhead behind that building right there. Narhog easily can protect it. Kale easily can protect it. And the 2 or 3 guys that are pushing it are going to get dropped easily. Kind of disappointing there. Going back onto the rotation here. Ooh, Joker, Calijon, Oni-chan, Werner Voss. About to pull a fast one over this Tiger. Tiger's, yeah, Chill Music, Peasy, and Raven. Good crew here. Calijon's going to be pushing, trying to get that satchel down. And that's not going to fool Raven there. Raven easily going to be taking that out. Oni-chan, the only last one alive here, can do something about it. Werner Voss does sneak by and is spotted out by the commander. So active commander able to spot that one out. Chill Music. And Werner Voss does drop 2. Okay, so good play here from the Tiger. Good defense. Sensible idea here to fall back a little bit and just not get cut up. So Greyhound Night is a mix. I'll type it up for you. All right, so Scipio here, clearing, looking for satchels and whatnot. Sensible decision from the commander. Always good teamwork to help out your tanks and check for satchels and whatnot. Chill Music, is he gonna be dropping? What is he doing? What are you doing? Huh? He's scouting. Scouting ahead. Looking for threats. They do know about the recon here from Narhog and Kale. I'm kind of concerned about how far this core squad is pushed in. They're right on point. Werner Voss is on point. Let's go on board with him. See how many kills he can get here. He's got the AT. Peeking over the wall. Looking for some victims. Now, does he get the Gary, though? That's the important thing. Gary on the backside is still up. Okay, good. What was that exploding, though? Something exploded. Not too sure what, because there's no wreck of it. Werner Voss very close to point here. Zim very close to point. Attacking squad from core. Facing double, triple their numbers here. Making it work. Zim drops 2 already. Gets a 3rd, drops himself. Werner Voss playing very tight on the gate here. Portal AJ not able to get kills. There we go. 1 falls for Werner Voss. Doing very good work on the front line here, really allowing the rest of his team, or at least should be allowing the rest of his team to pull up. But it's only core right now. Where's the rest of the allies? ¿Dónde estás? Well, they're back there. Guys, come on, let's go. 501, push out. The core has made it to point and is pressuring right now. The rest of these allies need to catch up. and offer assistance right now. Core's going to get overrun if they get a massive redeploy. 2 squads in though. Zim and Joker both here. Zim going to get dropped while throwing a nade. Bador on the backside. He's going to get dropped by Joker. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. Still holding the Core squad at arm's length on the defensive side, but it has to be said, reinforcements are coming. Tony Aket coming in. Often man, it's a little far back. Cali John has a decent peek onto that outpost and is able to just drop bodies right now. Kind of peeking 2 places at once, though. Gonna have to be careful that if those spawns don't come in, he doesn't get caught out, and he does get caught out there. Unfortunately, I think Cali John could have stayed in his previous position and been a little more effective. Still, Caprockers is coming in here for the Allies as reinforcements get to point. Really nice fight here over Sunken Bridge. Yeah, just unable to close the gap towards the Gary, getting shot out in the open. I feel like Core was doing a really good job once they found those positions and were able to contain on Gary instead of going to execute for the attack. Trading very effectively still, though, on point Core here. You know, against double the numbers, they're effectively able to trade. And finally, the 501 squad is coming to reinforce here. This is where the trouble starts to happen. I mean, if it isn't already, you can see Cap Progress going up there. But it is trouble when these reinforcements arrive. Core's able to contain right now, but when the reinforcements come, they'll be able to push this Gary and take it. Also, you got a 76 here from Charlton, IU, and iReady in the mix too. Ooh, bombing run coming down. There we go. Right as the reinforcements arrive here, bombing run drops. Bombing run drops. It's going to be 4-1 for the Allies. No chance. Axis, do they lose their Gary? If they do lose, it's a game over and it is gone. There we go. Just like that, the point is going towards the Allies there. 4-1. Great play. Core squad doing very good. 276. I didn't even see the 76 on the backside here taking out the Tiger. Apologies for that one. Why does it still say Axis 3-2? I'm tripping. Apologies for the score, guys. It must not have worked when I entered it a few minutes ago. There we go. 4-1 updated for the Allies. And can they finish this one out with 29 minutes to go? It's looking pretty good. However, ooh, respawn on point. You're telling me there was an OP on point? What? Where was that OP? You know, 5 minutes ago when they were losing the point. Damn. Biggest dick is flirting with the backside of that Sherman. Now, did he get a satchel? He does. Oh, but the satchel doesn't kill the tank. No. Rottmeyer is all alone here in the Sherman. Gonna try to limp out of this situation. He'll be super lucky if he gets out. Just like that though, 4-1. Let's give you guys a big picture here and see. Flooded House is the last point. Allies gonna be reinforcing the hard point. I don't see any bombing runs coming down to stop this. Although if one did drop right now, it would get like 30 kills easy. And the Axis team are kind of shook right now. They don't have any follow-up. Everything they had set up has been taken out on the backside. Good play from Recon, good play from Armor. You know, I mean, this whole game has been about the Allies' armor kind of having their way with the Axis armor. Not enough balance in armor. Allies able to do what they want with 2 76s, where the Axis has like 1 Tiger and then 1 Panzer IV. And this has been a common trend in Hell Let Loose that's very evident on wide open maps, like Utah, like Foy, any wide open maps like PHL. Very evident that Allied armor, it just has its way with the Axis armor. Whereas maps where there's more maybe terrain like Hill 400 or Herkin Forest, the Panzer IVs actually have a chance to get into some cover and utilize cover to protect their hull. However, Uh-oh, allies are on the last point too. What? What is going on? The Axis team, have they completely given up this game? Allies are on flooded house, and there isn't enough Axis to do anything about it. Having their way completely with this one, it's kind of shocking to see the Allies. Ooh, there is a bombing run coming down. But the Axis are way too late on that one. Even if there's an airhead on the end of that bombing run on the top right of your screen, it's not going to matter here because we're already 40% capped on the last point. What happened to the Axis team within the span of 15 minutes that they lose 2 points and are about to lose their third? Just an absolute an absolute defensive catastrophe here for the Axis team. I mean, did a bunch of people disconnect? No, there's 50 with a caster and 47. So a few did disconnect, like 3, but that shouldn't, or 2, that shouldn't be the be all end all of this. Huge respawn finally comes in on the backside. I mean, if the Allies drop an airhead right now, this is game over. This is going to be a huge battle for point. Axis are taking it back finally. But if Bacon, Relentless, Werner Voss, Calijon can get some kills here, oof. If there ever was an opportunity to win a game just by sheer FPS skill, this is probably it. Unfortunately for Dingus there, he's not able to get his machine gun up in time. Gets Fexian, but it's gonna be tough. I mean, respawn, credit to the Axis, they actually respawned. I was feeling a little worried for this Axis team. Oh my god, Dingus Khan kills 3 in a matter of a second with that MG. Oh man, I wish I had this view when he did it. That would have been such a clip. Oh man, Axis do enough through sheer numbers. They're not winning this fight though. They're only recapping their last point by virtue of their sector presence. So Allies still have main building, still have half hedgerow here with Vibes. Though Vibes I think is going to get taken out real quick here, or not. There we go, Fexian, good job. Man, imagine if the Allies had rotated both their 76s down here. This game would be over right now. Still trying to get some kills here on the front side though. Zim drops, Relentless drops, and Axis. Whew, looking very, very shaky on the defensive here. Mike doing a good job with Hannibal and iPony on the backside, clearing out the spawns for the Allies, making, you can see Smoker, Turbo, and Calijon and stuff having to spawn way further back. Also, ooh, I spy with my little eye a Panzer IV that is in trouble. It's going to get satchel there in the middle of the field. If not a satchel, there was a waiting 76 in the wings. Did he just take out another tank? He did. 2 Panzer IVs drop in the matter of seconds. And 76 versus Panzer IV, I've seen 2 Panzer IVs and a Puma go up against 176 and still lose. So, yeah, it is very, I mean, the fuel state right now for the Axis, what do they have for fuel? They have 380. Okay. They're not in this game with tanks anymore. They're completely out of this game. I think maybe a rotation to using AT guns needs to happen, covering some of these wide open areas. Because just they're not going to be able to compete with armor. They need to be super conservative with armor. And taking out Panzer IV against a 76, you get one shot. Like, it's not fair. It is not fair. The Panzer IV should be like a light medium. The tankers that play on Axis, I hear it every day. They cannot wait for the day for the Panther to come back, because at least they'll have a chance, a fighting chance. If it's not a 1 or a 2, it's more of a skill matchup. So hopefully soon the Panther comes back. I would love to see it, and I would love to see maybe I don't know, maybe an up armored Panzer IV. Maybe some slat armor on the sides or something, you know, some tracks on the front. I don't know what can be done. to really improve that tank or balance it around the current tanks in the game. But it's tough out there if you're an Axis tanker, that's for sure. Rotating back into this middle of the battle, you can see allies pushing kind of a long march across the fields here. Playing hedgerow to hedgerow. Gonna be hard. I think their best bet is with Offenman, Isinger, vibes and such, getting a firm garrison up kind of to the east here. Still hard. I mean, there's so much open space, so much concealment, not a lot of cover, very hard to push. And as we say that, they're just charging across the field. So, hey, when you have tank supremacy, like 2 versus 0, and you can just pound on enemy infantry and kind of control where the enemy can peek from, you can kind of do stuff like this, though. That's why it's so important here for the Axis to get some AT guns up. AT guns, very necessary here. Unfortunately, like for the AT guns, they're static too. You can't like move them. If the AT guns were mobile and you could like have a player move them, I think that would be very interesting for gameplay, because then you could like peek, take a shot, and move your AT gun. Because as it stands now, it's a 1+1, like one AT gun shoots, and unless they have the most godlike position to hit the tank, they're gonna get killed instantly. Like if the tank isn't clueless, if the tank's decent, the crew, they're gonna get spotted out and killed instantly. Like maps like Hurricane are a little different because there's so many places to hide, but like a flat map like this, you know, you shoot Purple Heart Lane, same thing. You shoot the tank, you get killed instantly. But if you could move that AT gun behind a hedgerow, kind of like post-scriptum, you could really like hide the AT gun from multiple locations, bring it back out, do that kind of stuff. I think that would be a really cool thing. Also, like maybe towed AT guns by the supply truck or by a transport truck. That'd be really cool too, to be able to deploy them. That would allow you to kind of, so you build them at base, right? Or somewhere on the map, and then you can rotate them and move them around with your supply truck or transport truck, and then, you know, wheel them into your deployment zone kind of, and maybe have like physicalized ammo. So yeah, like a transport truck, say, can connect to an AT gun, drop a crate, and then have that physicalized ammo be the source of the ammo for the AT gun, so it doesn't have kind of infinite ammo there kind of thing. So there's a chance that you could also lose your ammo for it. That would be a cool stake. We're just kind of shooting the shit right now, daydreaming, and watching this 76 just go ham on the infantry of the Axis team. And it's looking bleak. We said we wanted to see that push from the east side, and that's exactly what we've got right now. Bombing run coming in, walking the path towards point, clearing out bodies. Let's see the push here. How many kills actually? FSG. There's 3 tanks right now. There's 3 76s to 0. It's just oppressive at this point. There's 1 Tiger up in spawn. Airhead also coming down on the backside here. 1 Tiger up, trying to do all it can. Airhead also up. Panzer IV gets up to. Oh, this Airhead though. Oh, does PZ see it? If PZ Chill Music see this one in Raven, yeah, okay, good. Airhead is spotted out. Still, the frontal attack is so intense right now. I don't know if this Airhead will be consequential. I think Oistkreutz can get the Airhead down pretty easily. What would be a crazy play right here is a bombing run out and an Airhead behind the Allies right now. Like an Axis Airhead, like right up here. That would be absolutely insane. I mean, they might want to save it for Sunken Bridge, but right now, like, what chance do you have? Tanks pushing into the strong point right now. Airhead on the backside, does it go down? Looks like it might have. Oh, but the tank's already down. The Panzer IV gets 1 tap by this 3rd 76. And honestly, the Allies just imposing their will at this point. What the defense needs right now is a satchel. Lots of smoke if you can, and a satchel onto point, but there's just so many allies here and so many guns peeking out that there's just no chance to get here. I think this is going to be a 5-0 here for the allies. You know what? They earned it. This was a nice push that wasn't answered. Not enough defenders there. Armor just being oppressive in their complete domination of this match. Axis Armor couldn't cope with it. Not enough done on the backside to defend here. Ally is going to take this Greyhound Night with 17 minutes to go. 5-0. Props to them. A very back and forth game at the start, going very one-sided at the end here, with the Axis dropping this one. Yeah, you can see just allied tanks forcing the issue, shoving straight into the main here. Let's go on board with this 501 tank. Tiger goes down in the main. You have two Shermans just pushing the backside, just absolutely deleting anybody who tries to offer resistance. And that's going to be the game here. 5-0 Greyhound Night on this Thursday night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to all the subscribers who subscribed. I just feel bad for the Axis Armor, man. I feel real